The annual percentage rate is a one-time snapshot of the overall cost of the loan. It combines the interest rate and the closing cost and spits out one number. Typically, the lower the APR is, the better the quote is. Why did he do the parentheses thing when he said better? Well, check out the episode on what is the point for a further understanding of those lender-related closing costs. On your loan estimate or closing disclosure, there's a lot of fees, most which you probably don't understand at this point. So the APR helps even things out. For instance, let's say someone's quoting you a 2.875 and another was quoting you a 3.000. Most people would be like, hey, the 2.875 must be the better quote because it's lower. But that's why you want to look at the APR for both quotes as well, because that 2.875 could be charging you a bunch of lender fees to buy down the rate that you don't even realize that are there. And the 3.00 quote could just be the closest quote the lender has to zero without charging you any points. So now we look at the APR for the 2.875 and maybe it's a 3.751 and the 3.00 quote is actually a 3.316. So it's like, oh, now you can kind of dig in a little bit deeper and try to ask yourself, or more importantly, ask the lender why their APR is actually higher with a lower interest rate. Most likely it's points and they're buying down the rate without you knowing, but that's the whole point of the APR. It's make you dangerous enough to ask questions. Having said all that, the APR once again is a one-time snapshot of what you pay over the course of the loan. You actually pay the interest rate over the course of the next 15, 20, or 30 years. So the interest rate is actually very, very important. Make sure you ask your lender to explain why their APR is higher than the other or vice versa, or work with my team. We can of course explain that as well. Check out more tips.